The limited series, March, concludes this Sunday at 9/8 Central.
Now at tennis, tensions mount. President Biden warns Russia may be planning a large-scale cyber attack here in the U.S., and he's calling on U.S. companies to lock their digital doors.
So are you saying you were the driver of the Tesla the other night?
Man, it was crazy out there, man. I don't know what was going on.
Only on 5, the man believed to be behind this terrifying Tesla stunt confronted at his home. What he said about the dangerous prank.
And this wild street takeover takes a threatening turn. A passenger points a gun at the crowd during the chaotic sideshow. Now on the news at 10. Good evening, I'm Micah Ullman.
And I'm Cher Calvin. Russia unleashes a powerful new weapon on Ukraine, but the invasion may be stalling in this 4th week of war.
President Biden heads to Europe this week for meetings with NATO allies while warning about possible Russian cyber attacks here at home. We have live team coverage. Pedro Rivera starts us off live from the News Center with new developments tonight. Pedro.
The United Nations now says 10 million Ukrainians are displaced because of the war. That's about 1 in every 4 Ukrainians either displaced from their homes or out of the country altogether. The carnage continues with a deadly airstrike on a shopping mall and new questions about the weapons being used by Russia. This is video of a missile strike on a shopping mall in the capital city of Kyiv. Rescue crews pulling people from the wreckage after another night of brutal aerial assault. 8 people were killed from this latest blast. This man describing the attack from inside the shopping mall.
That what is done by Russian Federation, who are liberating us, you see? They are liberating us from trade centers, from normal life, and just from life.
Kyiv and Kharkiv continue to be bombarded, but remain in Ukrainian control. That's not the case in the port city of Kherson. Protesters taking to the streets of the Russian-controlled city, allegedly shot by Russian troops with stun grenades while using gunfire to disperse the crowd.
We continue to see indiscriminate attacks on civilians, which we believe in many cases is intentional.
There are new questions as to why Russian President Vladimir Putin is using hypersonic weapons in this fight. There are reports Russians are using weapons called Kinzhal, or dagger in Russian. It's a maneuverable missile that travels up to 10 times the speed of sound. This video shows some of the missiles being put to use in Ukraine. So why is Russia using these high-tech missiles against civilians? Some experts believe Putin's planned invasion isn't going as planned, with some reports indicating thousands of Russian troops have been killed, and others say it could be Putin's latest attempt to flex his military muscle.
One message, of course, is that he is willing to use his most capable weapons. This is one of the more capable weapons that he has.
Another weapon for Russia is its cyber attacks. On Monday, President Biden warned of possible Russian cyber attacks against American companies, tweeting, quote, "We are prepared to help private sector companies with tools and expertise, but it is your decision as to the steps you'll take and your responsibility to take them." The new warning comes days before President Biden meets with NATO leaders in Europe. Biden is expected to go to Poland, where millions of Ukrainians are seeking refuge. As for Ukrainian President Zelensky, well, he says he believes a compromise can be found. On Monday, Zelensky said he wants to speak directly with Putin, and once there is a ceasefire, he will discuss the status of Crimea and the eastern Donbas region, which is currently in Russian hands. Live in the News Center, Pedro Rivera, KTLA 5 News.
Pedro, thank you. Fearful for his family's safety and desperate to get them out of Ukraine, a local man is planning a mission of mercy to Kyiv to rescue them. Jake Renner says his mom is in a wheelchair and his sister is sick. Neither want to leave their home, the only home they've ever known.
KTLA's John Fenolio live in Hollywood with the latest on his efforts to get his family out of Ukraine alive. John.
Sharon, Micah, this is an incredible story. What wouldn't you do for your family?